feeling overwhelmed. That nagging sensation in the back of your mind could signal cognitive overload affecting more people than you think. This hidden stressor often lurks beneath distractions, and while many believe emotional intelligence training is the key to managing stress, it might actually be pushing you closer to your breaking point. Picture this: you're in a meeting, struggling to focus as your mind drifts, and suddenly panic sets in. This moment isn't just stress, it's a clear signal of cognitive overload. Most assume cognitive overload stems from too much work or information. But what if it's also fueled by misconceptions about emotional intelligence? The very training designed to help us could be backfiring. Remember the last time someone told you to just be more emotionally aware? That vague advice likely left you feeling confused, adding to your mental burden without any real guidance. Each suggestion feels like more pressure piling on expectations. Now envision yourself at your desk facing a mountain of tasks. You think, if I just apply my emotional intelligence, I can manage this. But instead, every emotion and bit of stress compounds, trapping you in an overwhelming cycle. Let's confront these myths. Many believe that simply understanding their emotions will bring clarity. Instead, it often leads to overthinking, turning straightforward decisions into a maze of self-doubt. What if addressing those emotions first is the key to breaking free? You might feel the tension rising now, tightness in your chest, as you realize these misconceptions are everywhere. Ignoring them can lead to burnout, anxiety, and even depression. So, what's the solution? It's not about more training, it's about understanding the limits of emotional intelligence. Recognizing when it creates confusion instead of clarity is crucial. Allowing yourself to feel overwhelmed without judgment could be your first step toward relief. As you navigate this journey, ask yourself, what if it's okay not to have all the answers? What if embracing the chaos is the real key to mental clarity? The pressure to be emotionally intelligent doesn't have to weigh you down. Instead, it can guide you to pause, breathe, and confront that hidden cognitive overload. Take a moment today to check in with yourself. Are you carrying the burden of misconceptions? Let that thought linger as you move forward. If this resonates with you, consider subscribing for more insights. Your mental health deserves attention, and remember, you're not alone on this journey. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by your emotions and couldn't quite pinpoint why? You are definitely not alone. Many people experience cognitive overload, often triggered by unexpected situations. Imagine this: you are in a meeting trying to concentrate, but all you hear are mixed signals. Your boss says one thing, but their body language tells a different story. It's disorienting, right? This subtle sign of cognitive overload runs deeper than just conflicting messages. Misconceptions in emotional intelligence training can cloud our understanding. We think we know how to manage our emotions, but the reality can be quite different. It's like navigating through fog. You can see some things, but the crucial details remain hidden. Think back to a time when you felt frustrated after a conversation. You wanted to connect, but it felt like you were speaking different languages. That disconnect is more common than you might think. Many misinterpret emotional cues due to inadequate training, leading to misunderstandings that keep piling up. Each time we misread an emotion, it adds to our mental load. It's like carrying a backpack full of rocks, each representing a misconception about emotional intelligence. The heavier it gets, the harder it is to think clearly, and before long, you find yourself lost in a mental maze. What if I told you that the very training meant? Imagine following an incorrectly drawn map only to realize you're completely lost. This isn't just hypothetical, it's a reality for many. As the tension builds, consider the implications. You might start feeling anxious, second-guessing your decisions, or even avoiding conversations altogether. These are all signs that cognitive overload is creeping in. But how can we break this cycle? First, it's crucial to recognize those early signs. If you feel mentally drained after social interactions, that's a key indicator. Take a moment to pause and reflect on your emotional responses. Are they genuinely yours or influenced by flawed training? This leads us to an important realization: understanding emotions isn't a one-size-fits-all journey. It requires time and patience. Embrace the complexity of human emotions and give yourself the grace to adapt as you learn. So the next time you feel that familiar weight on your shoulders, take a moment to breathe. Ask yourself if your emotional training has led you astray. The answer might surprise you. As we wrap up, remember, cognitive overload isn't just a buzzword, it's a real issue many face. Being aware of its signs can empower you to take control. Reflect on your experiences and don't hesitate to seek clarity. If this resonates with you, I encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments. Your story could be the key to someone else's understanding. Do you ever leave a workshop on emotional intelligence feeling overwhelmed and confused? You are definitely not alone. Many people experience this struggle, but few recognize it. Imagine walking into a packed room full of eager learners, ready to dive into emotional intelligence. You expect to gain clarity, but instead, you leave feeling more lost than ever. What's going on? This is cognitive overload, and it can be quite sneaky. Often, the very training meant to help can trigger this feeling. You might think you're gathering tools to manage your emotions, but instead your mind could be drowning in a sea of information. Picture yourself in a session where experts are tossing around terms like self-awareness and empathy. It's like trying to drink from a fire hose. You know you should be absorbing this information, but it feels like your brain is in a scramble. Now let's dig deeper. Have you ever felt a sense of dread after these sessions? It's not just exhaustion, it's a warning sign. Cognitive overload can stem from misunderstandings in emotional intelligence training, leading you to believe that mastering emotions is just about memorizing buzzwords. Many think that simply understanding these concepts will lead to change, but that's a trap. The real challenge lies in bridging the gap between knowing and applying what you've learned. You might be able to recite every definition yet still feel unprepared when emotions run high. This overload can lead to decision paralysis. Hesitating to act in crucial moments can be frustrating, especially when you recall what you've learned but still feel unready. It's like standing at a crossroads, knowing you need to choose a direction, but every signpost is blurred. Consider how this plays out in your daily life. You are at work and a colleague confronts you. Instead of using your emotional intelligence, you freeze, paralyzed by the very knowledge that was supposed to empower you. So, how do you break